in the chat can help you. I have to say, it's it's a nice place to be able to touch base with everybody else who's here on a regular basis. But I don't know how to advise you to get in there. But I think I think it's pretty simple. If you click and request, and I'll just let you in. That's the procedure. Tom, hello. Joan, good to see you. Happy second Friday. Yeah, this is our final Friday of the week. Always the second Friday. Everybody else calls this Friday, but we call it the second Friday. So yeah, it's been this week. Oh boy, I just don't even know what to make of it. I did watch some of the baits. Yes, Julie, I'm wearing your shirt. Free hugs. It's funny though that the hug thing is actually an arm bar. So this guy's the white guy is getting his arm broken by the red guy, and it says hugs, but that's an arm bar. It's a little bit weird because usually a hug, I'd more get a choke out of that, but that's it. Hey Jen, welcome aboard. Rachel, good to see you. Any in the group can add you if they're already your friend. Oh well, I didn't realize that. So why don't you become friends with Bob? Add him, somebody. All right, Scott. Hey, got a double negative today. Negative COVID test from our possible patient 0, and a negative for my test. Celebrate. Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Test from our possible patient 0. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad that you're double negative. I'm glad you don't have COVID. Phil, happy Friday. Good to see you. Happy second Friday. Just making sure I've got my... Yeah, so this week, oh boy, let's ask Mr. Predicto. Right off the bat, Keys, I know you love this. Mr. Predicto, is next week going to be better than this week? Ooh, that's bad news. Next week, not going to be better than this week, according to Mr. Predicto. But he's been wrong before. We could say that for sure. Don, you voted today. Well, good for you. I've been going through my voter pamphlet. I can get my... now I'm off camera. Now that's some quality TV there, isn't it? When you can't even see me. What kind of jackass walks off camera on his own show? Well, the kind of jackass is going to get his California general election quick voter guide. So my friend sent me over some pants. So this is all the stuff we got to vote on in California. Authorized bonds for continuing stem cell research initiative statute. I don't need to be researching stem cells. That's where I'm at on that. I think I'm also no on increasing funding sources for public schools, because I think we've got a lot of funding and we're not maybe spending it as wisely, but I could be persuaded to switch off on that. Then allow diversity as a factor in public employment education, and this is like, well, we have that in there now, and oh boy, I think I'm for that though. I want some more diversity. Restores your right to vote after completion of a prison term. Well, we're trying to vote on that. What else are we voting on? Allow 17-year-olds to vote in the primary if they're going to be eligible in the general election. That makes sense to me, but maybe we ought to be letting them drink again too. Maybe not. Change certain property tax rules. Oh boy, it's got a lot of things I got to figure out. So I've been trying to figure this out. That's been on the downside this week. This year made you rethink your typical vote no on every initiative, Scott. Yeah, well, I'm with you. I kind of... Keys recently acquired a chainsaw. Why not send Mr. Predicto over to help me with some tree trimming? Yeah, I got a feeling Mr. Predicto might get trimmed up in there. So Ed says, my wife's a teacher, special needs kids that are geared up for return to partially in-person teaching in a couple weeks. That's good. It was supposed to be Monday, but they still don't have regular testing arranged. Yeah, well, those kids need to have personal attention too. I mean, I feel bad for all these kids who are really kind of learning how to be social and missing their friends. I mean, I'm missing my friends, but where's the group, Sarah? It's the Facebook group for the show is on my page. Wherever you're watching this, it's on my Facebook page, and there's a daily briefing group in there, and that's where it is. Prop 16 is confusing. Yeah, Prop 16 is confusing, but was that the Yeah, the diversity one. It's a little bit confusing to me too, because I'm for diversity, but then it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if that's what you're going to get with that, because they call it the thing that they're trying to confuse you sometimes. I'm for some more parole, more parole, not less parole. I don't like rent control. I mean, I do get it that it serves a good purpose, making people be able to afford to rent. Flavia, you still haven't got your ballot. Boy, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Ed, right. It's 2 to 3 hours to go through the whole damn thing, and then you feel like you still got to look again. And then, do you want Uber and Lyft to be exempt from providing employees with health care and stuff? Well, how much do you want to pay for Uber or Lyft? And if you're going to pay that much, then you're going to put taxis back in business. So I think I don't know really exactly how I want to vote for that either. State requirement for kidney dialysis. We already discussed that. I'm a no on doctors being, they don't have to have a doctor there. I'm a yes on amends consumer privacy laws initiative statute, I think, but I'm not sure that I got that one right either, because my friend thinks she's a no. Replace money bail with system based on public safety. I think I do want to do that, because I think I watched a crime show about that, but who the hell knows. Oh yeah, so there's the link to the group inside the group. Thursday part 2. Yeah, my little guy had to stay home for the last 2 weeks, special needs, but thankfully he's going back Monday. Oh, that's good. Jen says, but thankful because I'm working from home. Haha, first week down. Yeah, you're working from home in your new job. Good for you. I'm still trying to get that consultant job. Florida dumbs it down for us, puts it in simple words so people can make an informed decision. Yeah, well, Florida, you're at the front of those informed decisions. Locally, we have a Satanist, anarchist, transgender running for county sheriff. Wow, that sounds exciting. I'd be almost tempted to vote for that person, just to throw a little craziness in the mix. But I feel like we've had enough of that. We learned our lesson by voting for people to just put some craziness into the mix, I hope. Was she in a metal band before? Possibly. 22 is loaded one since it includes a poison pill. Gosh, Ed, now what? 22 is a loaded one because it's got a poison pill. Oh boy, okay. So that means I'm back over to no, because poison pill, that doesn't sound so good to me, does it? Oh boy. Everybody wants food for babies. yeah, they call it food for babies. That's what they do to these things. Kevin Fitzgerald, good to see you, my friend. Dr. Kev, you could have been here yesterday for some, we had some mountain lion stories. Crazy's not good. No, you got that right. So anyway, I was feeling this week, oh boy, I'm having a little bit of a tough time adjusting to being completely unmoored and uncertain about everything. And that's why Friday happy hour, I'm having myself a non-alcoholic Beck's beer. That's what I'm doing. Scott, you did all yours. You should have written it down. Yeah, you should have written it down, Scott, and then you could email it to me. Dang it. Yeah, Bob, good idea. I can ask Mr. Predicto how to vote. That'd be really helpful. Mr. Predicto, what do you think on, well, let's just ask him, what do you think on this app-based employment thing? Is it yes or no on Proposition 22, the app-based services having to provide health care?
No.
No, simple. Well, me and Ed had come to that same conclusion just not even a couple minutes ago. So there, Mr. Predicto's right on board with us. Camper update, Ed. Yes, I was just looking. I think where I'm at right now, thanks to my friend Mark, Osterud, who's here at the show sometimes. I think I'm going to go with the Ford Transit, but instead of getting a cargo van to fix up, I'm going to get the passenger van because it's got the windows on both sides, and it also sort of quasi finished out on the inside a little bit. And then as I get into fixing it up, I can take some of that out and replace it. That's just what I'm thinking right now. So I've been looking at Ford Transits, and I think I can get a used one for reasonable. And then I think I might be able to fashion my own bed. I've been looking at, oh gosh, let me see if I can get it up here on the computer. I've been looking at different kind of battery systems, and I was looking at the Bluetti, and also the the Jackery portable battery systems and solar chargers, just to kind of get myself started. So that's where I'm at. Bob, get a tiny house. Your son and you built one. Well, good for you. I was down the tiny house rabbit hole for a while when I thought this was about 10 years ago, when I wasn't sure what was going on then. I thought, well, we'll get my wife and daughter and I all tiny houses, and we'll move on to some kind of plot of dirt somewhere. But I'm off that. I like our house. I'm just thinking about a van to be driving around for vacation. Don dropped your ballots off at the county government center this morning, so Facebook can stop asking if you're registered to vote. Man, Facebook and Instagram, and half the time I go on Instagram and it wants to know if I want to change states from Connecticut or New Mexico or someplace. And it's just like, I don't know why do you think that I live there? So anyway, camper van sweat equity. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Ed. Camper van sweat equity. Well, yeah, I'm thinking for some of the things that I want and don't want, to get a pre-built option, I'm paying top dollar for something that I don't necessarily need, and I'm not sure you always get as good a quality, even if you're buying something like they've got these Winnebago Class C RVs that are modified Sprinter type vans. But I don't need a full shower, bath, and I think I want a portable toilet, and I don't like the way the bed's configured. I think that I want to do something in the back that's got dual beds with a little gap in between, so we can sit back there on benches that face each other, and we can open the back doors and look out. And then at night we can either put something in the middle to have a full bed all the way across, or each just sleep in our little beds on either side, me and Lady Jerry. David saw a small teardrop camper on the road once. That was so cool, you went home and looked it up. Yeah, I've seen some cool teardrop campers, and I have to say, I had called up the Scamp campers. They're from Minnesota there, and I apologize if I'm repeating myself from the other day, but I called them up. I spoke to a very nice guy there, Wayne Pitlick. That's an unfortunate last name he's got, but Wayne told me that they got a 14-month waiting period for Scamps right now. If you order right now, you're going to be taking delivery 14 months from now, and I need to be camping before then. Ed, you posted a picture of one you saw on the road today. It was from New Camp. Oh, I'll check that out. Scott says there's easier ways to justify buying power tools, but a lot of it you could build yourself. The tall van could include a loft-style bed for your daughter. Yeah, well, I got a feeling getting our daughter to get in the van to go camping is going to be a real challenge. But yeah, we'd get the taller van to be able to stand up in, and then if she came along, she could sleep in the van. I could even go out and sleep in a tent for that. But oh, the back of the teardrop camper open to reveal the kitchen. Yeah, a lot of those teardrops are set up that way. I kind of like something that I can be inside of. I don't mind cooking outside, but I want to be inside of the van. I like to be inside. I like that I can pull over. I don't have to get out of the van. I can get into the back of the van, sit down, lay down, have a snack, don't have to get out. And I like that I get woken up by some dangerous hobo who's outside the van, and I can just go get in the front seat and drive away. See you later, hobos. That's where I'm at. Don, bucket list item, I want to buy an old Hummer from a government salvage and reconfigure it into a camper. Yeah, that sounds interesting, Don, but you missed a couple of days ago. Ed's got some monster sort of semi-truck camper conversions. That one of them costs $1 million. It's in the private chat, I think, right? You posted that one, Ed. That was pretty good. You want to sleep in one of the cantilever tents on top of the van. They include a ladder down and out a trap door in the tent floor. Yeah, I've seen those top of your vehicle campers, and then I've also seen the vans where it pops up and there's a bed it pops up like this, and then that makes room for you to be able to sleep on this bed here. I'm not dissing hobos, Flavia. I'm thinking about becoming a hobo. Oh my God. And that's once you get down the rabbit hole of these guys on the internet who want to help you to figure out van conversions. That's how I found out about one of the solar generators, the Blue Eddy 1500. But I found out it from what's the guy's name here? I'm just looking at his YouTube channel, and this guy is great. Hobo Tech. He's like a hobo technician, Hobo Tech. So I'm not dissing hobos. I'm saluting them. That's an homage to hobos. So, yeah, the private group chat. You got to get in there to the private group chat to see the real quality pictures of great campers. I've been meaning to post the Desiderata from Monday. I'm going to post that in the group chat later today or tonight. And there was something else I was going to put in there too, but I can't remember everything right now. How about? It's been a while since we've had some Snark, and I've been in here marking up the Snark. I've been trying to hand feed some here. Oh, this is a good Snark. This is a good Snark to deal with our uncertainty in the work environment right now. Guy walked into the local welfare office to pick up his check. He marched straight up to the counter and said, "Hi, I just hate drawing welfare. I really would rather have a job." The social worker behind the counter said, "Your timing is excellent. We just got a job opening from a very wealthy old man who wants a chauffeur and bodyguard for his beautiful daughter. You'll have to drive around in his Mercedes, and he'll supply all of your clothes because of the long hours. Meals will be provided. You'll be expected to escort the daughter to her overseas holiday trips, and you will have to satisfy her sexual urges. You'll be provided a 2-bedroom apartment above the garage, and the salary is $200,000 a year." The guy was wide-eyed and said, "You're bullshitting me." And the social worker said, "Yeah, well, you started it." I thought that one was pretty good as far as jokes go, and it ate up a couple of minutes on a Friday. Do we have any weekend plans? Thanks for asking, Rachel. Well, we we've got some friends coming over around 5 o'clock. Belinda's going to the beach right now, if she's not at the beach right now. Although it's kind of funny, there's a marine fog layer that just came in about an hour before the show started. But we've got friends coming over around 5. We're going to sit up on the deck. It's our friends that we went away for our little vacation to Yosemite with, and they're going to come over. I made some chili earlier today, and so we're going to have some chili. Nothing like a hot bowl of chili on a hot day, and that's what we're doing right now. So that's what we've got going on. Keys, did you say a guy that converted an old school bus into an RV? Yeah, I looked at some of those school buses. Schoolies, that's what the rubber tramp, oh God, there's a great guy that I'm also watching on YouTube, Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. He hosts the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, which looks like fun. And he's an older guy who's been living in his van for a long time, and he's a real authority on a lot of van conversions, and he's kind of in that world of not your van life yuppies with a YouTube channel world, but more your socioeconomic people kind of down on their luck who are looking for an alternative lifestyle that they can afford and still be happy. That's the nature of his channel. So I'm down the rabbit hole with him, and he's had on a few people who've done school bus conversions. And from my research with school bus conversions and also box truck conversions, the problem with those is twofold. When you go to get them fixed, the places where you can go get a school bus fixed is tricky. Box truck is maybe a little bit easier, but also can be problematic. And then whether or not campgrounds allow you in with a school bus or a box truck conversion, a lot of times those can be a little bit tricky as far as I can tell. What is the new poster? You talking about this one over here? That is a poster from a show that I did at the Punchline in 2015. The guy made a bunch of them, and he offered to me to be able to sell them after the show. I wasn't able to say, nobody wanted to buy a poster of me, or maybe I didn't do so good on selling the posters. So Key's got free soup for wearing pants. Well, Soupy Pants, Hugh, now you're speaking my language. The Soupy Pants, the to-go bag soup pants, trouser bag for your leftover soup. That was my idea. I pitched that a few weeks ago on the show. Still haven't got it going yet. Check out Jeff Daniels on YouTube. Took an RV across the Upper Peninsula. Yeah, that Jeff Daniels. He's not the first. There's a great documentary about, oh God, who is it from? Oh, forget it. I can't even think of it now. Well, anyway, yeah, how are the shirts coming, Rich? Well, I still got to talk to the website. My friend Kimball on the website. He's going to help me get the shirts going. I know you don't remember, but you graduated with my sister, and I saw your show in Cleveland. Got a great picture of us. Cindy, well, thank you. I don't remember that, but you must mean I graduated from high school, because I didn't graduate from college, and I don't recognize your last name, but that could be Sogstad. I'm trying to get that. We've just been watching Fargo, and you've got one of those. So I'm from that part of the country too, right? Wisconsin, Minnesota, and you got one of those names. It's pretty familiar. So let's see, what have I got here in the book of trivia, and then we can get busy wrapping up our Friday happy hour. I don't know about today's show, but you got to do your best, don't you? So I'm getting down the road of the camper, man, trying to get used to the uncertainty. All in a day's work. Despite appearances, bees do not wander aimlessly from flower to flower in search of nectar. Many flowers produce nectar at only certain times of the day, and bees follow a timeline which brings them to the right flower at just the right time. A bee's busy day begins with a dandelion at 9 in the morning, continuing with a blue cornflower at 11 o'clock, then a red clover at 1 o'clock, and a viper at about 3. For those are the hours at which each of these flowers is most generous with its nectar. I don't know if that's true, but isn't that nice? You could have a little flower clock. I think there is such a thing as a flower clock now that I think about it, where all the flowers that open at different times of day help you know what time of day it is. But I'm a little busy for flower clocks, or maybe I'm just the right amount of not busy for flower clocks. Hello, Carol. I'm glad you made it. Yes, Central High in La Crosse. That's right, Cindy. That's where I graduated. Darren Garcia, all the shows have been awesome. You've never disappointed us, and I always feel better for tuning in. Oh, Darren, that's so nice. Well, I believe you. I believe you, and I have to say, all the shows are nice for me from that standpoint. Amy, Flower Pub Crawl. I love the sound of that. Flower Pub Crawl. Let's see if we can figure that out. Carol, damn, just in time to wish all you sweeties a happy Sweetest Day. Oh, Sweetest Day, right? That's a Cleveland thing, isn't it? We celebrate that Hallmark holiday here in Ohio. Yeah, Sweetest Day. I remember I've been booked in Cleveland for Sweetest Day. I'm a decent act for Valentine's Day and Sweetest Day because because I'm not sexist or racist or violent and horrible, and so you can bring your lady dates. Jen, Darren is so full of shit. Yeah, I love you, Jen. Hugh says, how do you read the very small comments from such a distance? Those must be expensive spectacles. Well, these spectacles are decent, but I'm also reading them off of an iPad that I've got down here. I got the camera, then I've got the phone where I can see the picture, and then I've got the iPad where I can see the comments. So it's a real high-tech operation I've got here. Plus, I'm watching Belinda walk back and forth to get ready to go to the beach. She is so pretending that she's not here right now, but she is here, and we're going to hold her accountable for that on Motivational Monday when we get all back at it. Yeah, they've all become Hallmark, Amazon, and Best Buy holidays. Yeah, this whole thing with the Amazon Prime Day, did that just happen, or is it happening again, or when they got flash buys on Amazon Prime? I just don't even understand how we're supposed to decide when we're supposed to buy things on Amazon. But what else can I tell you today? Well, we're getting closer to our van purchase. I'm getting comfortable with the idea that we're going to get something that is not completely tricked out, and then kind of deal with it and use it, and then build it out as we go. I'm not sure Belinda's comfortable with that, but we'll be able to talk about that later. Keys, yeah, the production quality here is like no other place. Yeah, and I feel like this, what you're seeing is we're 7 months in. This is I've got some of the kinks worked out. Carol's not buying the aphrodisiac comment. Well, Bob, it only works on ladies. All right. So what do we got today for our? Oh, I think I've just like a little bit of fart machine. Belinda's not here. That's nice. Here we go. So, what time is it? Oh, I think I got time for a question from the question box. I haven't had one of those for a while. I don't want to sign off because I got to go make a video for this corporate gig, and my heart's not completely in it right now. Which celebrity do people say you resemble? Oh, God, what's the guy's name? Oh, you know, a long time ago, people would sometimes say Elvis Costello, but then the one that I used to get lately is the guy who played the dad in the Brady Bunch movie. Oh, and I can't say his name now, sadly. I know one of you is going to say it in a minute. The guy who played the dad in the Brady Bunch movie. I want to say his last name is Cole, but I may be wrong about that. He was also in Office Space, and he's fairly, he's not terrible looking. And I get it. I did look like him a little bit. Have we discussed where Belinda is? Yeah, she's on her way to the beach. I just saw her go out the gate. She was supposed to be gone at showtime, and then when I said, well, you could come in and be on the show anyway, she basically said, no, I'm not going to do that. And so we'll see her on Monday. The show is some of the best shelf shots of any live stream. Yeah, Don, well, I'm really trying to show off my shelves and all my things that I have. I wonder if there's anything else that I could show you today. I've got my Mean People suck patch here. I think I'm going to put this on one of my gis for the for jiu-jitsu. When we the first day back, I'm going to wear a gi that says Mean People Suck, just to kind of avoid getting punished. Oh, Gary Cole. Yes, Gary Cole. That's who people say that I look like, or that's who people were saying I looked like a few years ago. He's also Ricky Bobby's dad in Talladega Nights. He's a funny guy. He's a really good actor, Gary Cole. I'll give him that. And if I had half of his acting jobs, we'd have another 50 people watching this show. Oh, Cindy, that's nice of you. I don't recall your sister. I do have my Central High School yearbook in here somewhere, so I can look her up after the show. Although who knows even what we even look like. Our Scottish neighbor said I look like Conan O'Brien. Keys. Well, yeah. Well, your hair's a little bit different, but color. But I guess I guess I could get that. David's asking if I've been writing a lot of new material. Well, I've been trying to write some new material. It's tricky because I don't think I want to watch. I don't think I want to be talking a lot about COVID because that's what everybody's going to be talking about. All right, so here we go. Today's this is paraphrased Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. Hard to go wrong with Tony Robbins. You know, it took me a while to come around to Tony Robbins. When I first saw him, I thought he was a little bit of a snake oil salesman, and I think he probably is a little bit of a snake oil salesman, but I do think he genuinely wants to help people, and I think he genuinely has been helpful to people. Rachel, you want to see my yearbook photo? Yeah, I'm not sure you would, but here we go. Everyone says, Jen, when everyone says when you smile, you look like Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I just feel like Ozzy Osbourne, I don't know if that's who you want to look like. Maybe a young Ozzy. Young Ozzy? Okay. So Tony Robbins, paraphrased, trade your expectation for appreciation. Once you appreciate, you get out of yourself and can't dwell in the obsessive stuff anymore. Suffering disappears when you no longer expect anything but are grateful for what is. And I do think, yeah, if you can trade gratitude, if you can trade gratitude for desire, you get rid of your expectations and your desires and start being grateful for the things that you already have, you're definitely going to be happier. So thanks to Tony for that. And I'm going to try and be grateful. I'm always grateful to you guys for being here. And it means something to me to know that I mean something to you. And as we all help each other get through this ridiculous Varinus time, and we come out the other side of it, and we can all get together in person, I really will look forward to that. So, Flavia, someone the other day told you that you remind him a bit of Joyce DeWitt, the younger Joyce from Three's Company. I said, what? I don't see the resemblance. Even her hair was much darker than yours. Yeah, it is funny because I've had people. The Gary Cole thing I got when people were saying it at that particular moment of what he looked like and what I looked like, which would be maybe 5-10 years ago. I thought we were pretty similar, but yeah, it was always funny when people say you look like somebody and you don't think you look like them. Keys, yeah, Buddy Holly. That Buddy Holly thing, I got Buddy Holly for a while, although we never looked, he was dead, you know, very soon or before I was born, soon after or before I was born. But yeah, I used to get him, I used to get Lyle Lovett because I had the big hair going up high. Anyway, so many people, it's really trending up with COVID. Yeah. Free hugs, sick puppies? No, it's not sick puppies. It's jujitsu. This is the red guy is arm barring the guy in white, and so in jujitsu is grappling, so it's like wrestling. It's like hugs. It's funny that the picture that they picked to illustrate free hugs is not two guys grabbing each other the way you might, but Gary Coleman. Yeah, well, I'm trying not to. I don't think I look like Gary Coleman. I don't even know how to make that into a joke, Jen. All right, so you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. I've still got half of my non-alcoholic beer to finish up after the show. You guys are terrific. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. I'll be here next week.